What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here today to another reaction to trade idea videos. I haven't done one of these in a minute. We did a bunch last year when anybody hit the trade market. There was a point where we were doing like Giannis Antetokounmpo ones, James Harden ones. Like there was such big names, and the Giannis ones are really only because he could have done the Supermax or not. But obviously those were put to rest. So today we are going to be reacting to some Pascal Siakam trades that I posted on the community tab. You guys gave me over 250 comments. I'm going to be reacting to probably like the first 40 of them here. So if I didn't answer yours, I do apologize, but I hope it was some sort of trade that you mentioned and I sorted by top comments. If you guys want to see more of these videos, drop a thumbs up. Do you want to see a Ben Simmons version, a Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Bradley Beal? Please let me know down below. And let's get right into this. So, Ryan Walsh sneaking in two in here, but we can react to them. So, he has Philly gets Pascal Siakam, Chris Boucher, and a second-round pick. Oh, he's got to throw in those seconds. And the Raptors get Simmons and Thibault. First off, I love this trade for Toronto, and I don't think Philly would do that at all. And then the second one is the Warriors get Siakam, Raps get Wiggins, Wiseman, and a first. I feel like that one's a little bit more, makes a little bit more sense. Raptors, Wiggins, Canada, cool. I do like Siakam in Golden State. I wonder if they would rather give up Kuminga, honestly, than Wiseman, because I feel like Wiseman fits that role at the 5. Could Kuminga ever play the 5? Maybe that's a Siakam, because then it's just weird, because you would have Siakam, Draymond, Kuminga. How do you kind of rotate that? Who plays the 5? Is it Kevon Looney? I don't know. Maybe they ask for like a Boucher in that deal or Kem Birch, but probably not. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I think the one I like the most out of that, I guess, would be the Philly. Because I think that's a great trade for the Raptors. And I don't really like that too much for Philly. And then for this one, I think I like this a little bit more for Toronto. Next up, we have Gershon. It gives me a nice joke one. Siakam to the Nets for KD, Harden, Kyrie. All of Kyrie's shoes and all the picks the Nets have. That's fair. Yes, I agree. Siakam and Dragic. Forget they have Dragic. To the Mavericks for KP, either Tyrell Terry or Jalen Brunson. Wow. I think getting KP alone, you wouldn't probably get much else. I think it would be more of a Tyrell Terry or Brunson, and then also Jalen Green and a first-round pick or 2. I think that's a lot. I think that's a lot for Dallas. I mean, yeah, I would definitely want a first-round pick or 2, Jalen Brunson and Kristaps Porzingis for Siakam and Dragic, but I don't think Dallas would ever do that. Raptors, let's see here. Wait, I got to kind of move my mouse over. Raptors get Nurkic, Anthony Simons, Derrick Jones Jr., Nasir Little, and 2 firsts for Siakam. I think this one makes a little bit more sense now. I wonder if this trade was on the table, Portland, who would they decide between? We give up Nurkic or we give up Robert Covington, because they would have to give up one of the two to make the money work. In this case, they gave up Nurkic. They can run a small ball 5 at the end of the game with Lillard, McCollum, Powell, Siakam, and Rocco. Something like that. Yes, if you're going up against like Anthony Davis, won't be great, or Nikola Jokic, but there's only a couple guys in the league that like I would be a little bit nervous Siakam guarding a 5 strength-wise, and it's pretty much AD. And it's not like that scary. It's probably Embiid and Giannis, I would say. And then you kind of have like, because like Jokic is somebody that's not really more of a bruiser type player. He's kind of a crafty guy that if Siakam, I think, can do, or can guard, do. And then, yeah, I guess that's really it. Maybe Gobert would have like a field day with like kind of on the boards and on the glass. That's really it. I'm thinking, unless there's another center, like Aiden, maybe. Probably Aiden as well. Next up, we have Tingus Pingus. Love the name. So we got Siakam to the Kings for Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley, 2 first-round picks. I honestly don't think that's a terrible return for Toronto, because Hield can be such good development for guys like Anunoby and Scotty Barnes to just help space the floor for that team, as well as you get Marvin Bagley. Hey, maybe you play with the 5 this year and it works out, and you have a long-term front court of him and Barnes if he does work out at the 5, and you get 2 first-round picks. I like that, as well as for Sacramento. I also kind of like this, because you would have Fox, Halliburton, Barnes, Siakam, Holmes. That could make the playoffs, definitely, in the Western Conference, and I think they should really make an all-in move like that, because this, this hurts your future. Obviously, the Bagley, it sucks, because you could have had Trey, you could have had Shea, you could have had Luka, yeah, you could have had Triple J, you could have had anybody in that draft but DeAndre Ayton. So it sucks, but I think I'd be willing to move this trade. If like one of these picks, like if it was unprotected next year and then like a top 10 protected pick in like 2 years, I think I'd be up to that. Sixers get Siakam and Dragic for Simmons, Thibault, Scott in 2 seconds. We kind of already went over that one. Dragic included as well. I mean, getting Dragic would be nice for Philly, but I just don't see them doing that. All right, we have a Wizards one. Interesting. Ooh, okay. I'm intrigued. So Wizards get Siakam, Raptors get Hashimura, Todd, Bertans, and 2 firsts. Bertans is probably to make the money work. I don't know if Toronto would want Bertans' contract, but hey, it could just be a 4 spacer, and I guess maybe you're not going to go after a big name anytime soon. You get Hashimura, who could work out for you. You get Todd, who's the 31st pick in the draft, and 2 first-round picks. And then for Washington, it's like, all right, Beal, we got you Siakam with Dinwiddie and KCP and all the other guys. Maybe we can make the playoffs. I actually don't hate that idea. I like that one, Jamie. I do a lot. All right, next up, we have Drizzy plays an Indiana Pacers one. Okay, so the Indiana Pacers get Pascal Siakam. All right, the Raptors get Turner, Lamb, Brissett, and 2 firsts. I actually don't mind this one either, just because for Indiana, I like this a lot because you can have the Brogdon, LeVert, Warren, Siakam, Sabonis. I like that a lot, moving Sabonis to the 5, and Siakam can still help you out defensively and space the floor. I kind of love that. As for Toronto, you get Turner, who might be a good fit next to Scotty Barnes for the future, and this opens up more playing time for Barnes. Lamb, wing guy off the bench, you can maybe flip him. Brissett, maybe give him a shot, and 2 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks, and Turner is not bad. I don't think Toronto would ultimately accept that package, but I would love this for Indiana, and I don't think Indiana would want to give up Dorte, so that's where probably the 2 firsts come in. But I like the idea Jersey plays. I do a lot. Next up, we have the Clippers getting Siakam. This is from Nick V, and the Raptors getting Terrence Mann, Keon Johnson, Zubats, and a first. Now, I'm not sure if the money would work there. I mean, if I go to fanspo.com, I do kind of want to see, let me just kind of move this over here real quick so you can see it full screen, because I'm curious to see if the money will work with that trade. So what was it exactly? It was, okay, the Clippers deal. So this is going to just be a live reaction to see if this will even work. So let's see. We're going to do Siakam for Zubats. I won't need to throw in that first-round pick. I don't think the money, no way the money's going to work. You're going to have to throw in probably Kennard. And I don't even know if they want Kennard for 4 more years on that deal. Like, no way this works. And maybe Ibaka, homecoming there, because he won a championship in Toronto. Oh, it does work. What? How does that work? How does the Clippers have any bit of cap space to get this deal done? That's 11 mil. That's like what? Yeah, it's like 11 mil, 12 mil going out. And then you got 33 mil coming in. That one doesn't really, I don't know if that's wrong with the site itself, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, if they can get that done, yeah, definitely. Because then you can have Siakam and George keep you afloat till Kawhi comes back. All right, we have our first Celtics one here. It's to the Celtics with Dragic for Josh Richardson, Peyton Pritchard, Aaron Nesmith, Horford, and a first. I think the contracts could match well. So I'm sure Toronto's fine giving up Goran Dragic. So basically, you're getting Richardson. He'll be under contract for 1 more year. Okay. Pritchard, young point guard. Nesmith, young wing. Horford, and a first. I think they may like other packages instead, but I like the idea of Boston going out and getting Pascal Siakam. So my favorite ones so far are Washington, Indiana, and Portland. I think those are my favorite. Sacramento is interesting as well. A Dallas one would be intriguing, but they wouldn't want to give up KP. So we have another Sixers one. I'm not going to really read any more Sixers ones. So we have Siakam for Vanderbilt, Okogie, Beverly, and a first or like 1 or 2 first-round picks. Yeah, 1 or 2 first-round picks. I mean, I feel like for that package, it would be 2 first-round picks, and maybe they would ask for D'Lo. I mean, I'd probably move Siakam for D'Lo, but maybe they ask for Beasley. Maybe. I don't think that young core, or they're going to ask for McDaniels probably. Yeah, more like McDaniels instead of Vanderbilt. Like maybe McDaniels, Okogie, Beverly, and a first can get that done. All right, this one is a sign and trade involving Larry Markkinen. Basically for Markkinen, Troy Brown, and Kobe White for Siakam. I don't mind that for Chicago. I don't. I just don't know if Toronto would really want Larry Markkinen. All right, a Suns one. Smith, Sarge, Nader, 2 first, and an unprotected first next year. So 3 firsts involved. I don't think that's a player package they would really want, because Sarge is out for this year, free agent. Nader, nothing special, and Smith didn't really show a lot as a rookie. All right, so I want to see a new team. Yeah, I don't think it would involve KP. Like, I don't think the Mavericks would want to do that. So we have a Memphis one, Siakam to Memphis for Triple J, a first and Clark. I think it would be straight up Triple J for Siakam. I think they would maybe want a vet coming back in that as well. Maybe Dragic, and then they throw in kind of some salary filler if it's Hernan Gomez or I don't know, somebody like that. or Culver, just because you're giving him Triple J, who might be more valuable just because he's a little bit younger. He's not on that max deal yet, and I think giving him a first and Clark might be too much for Memphis, even though they do have to clear up some roster spots. Let's see. So this is a Dallas one without Kristaps. So it's Dwight Powell, Green or Terry, a 2025, 2027 first. I don't think that's enough. I don't. All right, so that is pretty much it. We've got over... okay, yeah, Apple Fanboy mentioned the Tingus Pingus one. We've gone over pretty much every team. We've gone over the Timberwolves, the Celtics, the Kings, the Sixers, the Mavericks, the Pacers, Celtics, Wizards, and the Warriors. A lot of teams in here. Okay, so here's one involving Beasley. See, I like that. I like that a lot as well. And I think, like, you would have D'Lo, Edwards, McDaniel, Siakam, sure. And then Cat at the 5. I am a fan of that. That has been mentioned a couple times. Some Suns ones as well. So let me know what your favorite trade is down below. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video by dropping a thumbs up. And if you, I don't know, this video gets over 500 likes, I'll do this with another player. So be on the community tab and maybe I'll answer your trade next. I love you guys and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.